I remember it like it happened yesterday. Upon surviving my first 2 weeks in college, one morning I woke up to a lot of clanking and vibration. I was in an MRI machine. I woke up again a couple hours later with papers next to me in the emergency room. They were to inform me I just had a seizure. After finishing my first stressful semester, I almost completed the next. However, during finals week of my second semester, it happened again. I received a strong recommendation from my mother to put college on hold, but I stood on my strong faith in God and said no, I need to keep trying. I found that my hunger to learn more, motivation to move on, and the philosophy that backed my decisions all stemmed from the farm. Growing up on our small dairy farm taught me many lessons: a hard work ethic, the value of money, leadership, and much more. However, at a young age, I found that many jobs were very difficult. I would ask myself, is there a better way? Could I build something that would make this job easier? Then I would begin to think about all the different ways I could build or design something to solve the problem. While many of the ideas I had did not make it to reality, I was able to utilize my creativity and skills on the farm through many projects. Some were building, some were renovating, and some were fixing. Regardless, I always found the same gap in an area of my expertise. This gap was electronics. Fortunately, electronics were always intriguing to me. I began to think of all the different possibilities and how I could employ and utilize an electrical background. One of my main drives was to use my mechanical and electrical knowledge together to help the agricultural sector. This background instilled the intrinsic motivation I needed to pursue electrical engineering at Iowa State University. I felt I was prepared to start college and exceed my goals. I had the hard work ethic, and I had most of the gen eds taken care of in high school. Should have been easy, right? What I didn't think about was how I would be stuck in difficult engineering courses from the start. I would be away from my family and everything I knew as well. This stress built up quickly, leading to the 2 seizures, but I was bound and determined not to give up. I have had to work hard for anything I have ever gotten, and I quickly saw that my college education was going to be the same way. Once I made it past the first year in college, my life finally began to unfold. I took in as much information from class as I could to apply it to real life through various projects and jobs. I developed a control system to balance a pendulum. This idea is important because the same theory is used to control and fly rockets. I developed a control system to sort parts. This concept and programming skill is important in factory automation. After being denied 9 part-time jobs, I was hired on as a welder at the Iowa State University Bioeconomy Institute. This opportunity then led to becoming the Senior Undergraduate Research Assistant in Controls. Through the career fair, I also obtained internships with various companies such as Nextier Automotive, Caterpillar, and John Deere. More recently, I accepted a full-time job with Burns & McDonnell in Kansas City as an instrumentation and controls engineer. This also allows me to finally spend time with my beautiful fiancée. This is my story. So what? Why does it matter? How does it even relate to philosophy, education, or even motivation? Because education and learning are all about making connections. I have reflected upon my philosophy towards my education. Personally, I would call this my attitude towards education. It's apparent that in some way, shape, or form, all 5 philosophical viewpoints are present in my attitude. The existentialist portion became the desire to use my knowledge to help others. The reconstructionist portion became the part of me that always wants to do better and drive the need to learn more. The pragmatic portion of my attitude allowed me to apply my knowledge and skills to build useful things. The realistic portion allowed me to solve real-world problems and come up with a real-world solution. Lastly, yet most importantly, the idealistic portion allowed me to dream what may not even be possible at the moment, but provides the motivation necessary to keep on trying and never give up.